Hi guys! Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be working in my Cocoa Daisy Simple Dory or Traveler's Notebook, whatever you prefer to call it. And I want to use this paper that has this bold horizontal stripe. And I'm scrapping this photo of my dog Ruby, and I'm just telling a story of how she's been loving to come along on car rides with me, and she just loves it when we stop through any coffee place because they typically offer her a puppuccino. So she's been a little spoiled lately. And I already have a vision in my head of how I want this spread to look. And I know I want to do a big, bold title that follows along that horizontal line. And so I want to do a play on the word puppuccino. So my title today is going to say Puppucci Yes, and I thought that was really funny and cute and fitting for this story. So I've just pulled out the green alpha that comes in the cranberry rose kit, and I'm adding my title here. And I want the title to interact with both sides of the spread. So I'm making it go from from left to right. And I've made a little dash by trimming down the inside of the letter O, actually. And I've just kind of squared it off on each end to make it look intentional. So part of it is going to be on the left and part of the title will be on the right. And I'm liking the way that that looks. And I've also had this idea that I want to do some layered tags behind the photo. So what I've done is I've taken one of the kit folders. I believe it came in the Classified Memory Keepers kit, that green paper there, and I've made a little tag to put behind the photo, and then I've also added one of the white tags that's also from the Classified kit. But I still feel like it needs another layer. So what I've done is I've actually just ripped up one of the glassine bags that came in one of the kits. It housed some sort of goodies. But I've just ripped it up and I've used it as sort of a layering piece behind the photo as well. And I like the way that that looks. I like ripped paper and ripped layers. It's one of my favorite things. So, and then I'm just going through some of the embellishments, the chipboard pieces and die cuts, and just looking for things that are green because I feel like the left side of the spread is very heavy with the green, so I want to pull some of that over off to the right. So just auditioning some of the pieces now and figuring out what I want to use. So then I'm just fussing with my title here. I'm trying to bring the title a little bit closer to the right side of the spread. And I've made up my mind now on my embellishments. So I'm pretty much set on that half circle that says take note, and then that die cut piece that says my heart is full. And now I'm just turning my attention to my journaling. I'm going to go over to my typewriter and type up my journaling and then cut it into strips. I've said it before, and if you know me, you know that I despise my handwriting. It's just the worst. And so usually, if I've written on a spread, I generally look at it and think that I've ruined it. So if there's ever an opportunity to type my journaling, I am all for it, and I will do that. So yeah, I've typed that up, and I'm going to adhere that down and commit to all these layers. So just adhering the tags and the photo down in place, and then I'll trim off the excess tag that's hanging over the side there. And I've added some twine to that tag at the top, and my idea is to have it do a little loop-de-loop, and I will struggle with this quite a bit. I won't make you guys watch me try to get that down, but used a little bit of glue to get my little loop-de-loop in place. And I'm also going to go through those white foam phrase stickers, and I'm going to pull off a couple of the white hearts and add those to my spread as well. I had this idea to replace that green dash in my title with some of these white hearts. That doesn't end up happening, but now looking back at the footage while I'm editing, it's not such a terrible idea. It's actually pretty cute. And I like the way that it incorporates the hearts onto the left side of the spread. So who knows, maybe I will go back and remove that and add the hearts and change it up. But for now, it's just staying as it is, and that's okay. So then after I commit to that, I'm going to mess around with the twine on my tag again and get it glued down. And what I'm going to do is actually trim the center right where it's in the middle of the traveler's notebook and add some glue. So just giving it the illusion that it's going across the page without it actually going across the page. And I feel like doing this will help the traveler's notebook close a little bit better. I'm sure it's still going to be bulky, of course, but I feel that trimming the center will still help it close better than if I had not done it. And the only other thing I'm going to do to the spread is add some black splatter. And so to do this, I'm just using my stamp block, but you can use a piece of acetate or a piece of packaging or a palette or what have you. So I just added a tiny bit of black acrylic paint and then some water to my paintbrush and watered down that acrylic paint and use my brush. I'm just tapping the end of my brush to create some splatter. I just love black splatter. I feel like it gives so much contrast and interest to the page. So love splatter all the way. But this particular paintbrush is very small, so it's not giving me the big splotches that I'm really like looking for. So what I'm going to do is just dab very lightly, tapping the end of my paintbrush down to my page to create some bigger looking splatters. So I'm going to fuss with this for a little bit. I'm going to end up getting a bigger paintbrush and adding some bigger splatters. But after that, I'm going to call this layout done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will insert still images of the layout at the end of the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.